And so what I thought I'd do this week is record two pieces. And this is the first, where I'm just going to talk for a couple minutes about where we've gone with the course so far, what last week was like, and what you can expect to see this week. And then I'm going to do a separate piece on the material for week 6 itself. Okay, just finished the midterm. In fact, as I'm recording this Sunday evening, some of you may actually be finishing it up now. And I'm going to be very interested to see where that went. As you will note, it was not at all a pure business case. It presented a kind of an oddball situation, and hopefully it was a fictitious situation, but I think it allowed you to apply many of the principles we've been talking about and to look at the problem of making an ethical decision in a very different way. Because most of our business decisions are going to be made under a little bit of pressure, a little bit of time constraints, not going to have time to get all the information we want, not going to have time to think about things and really ponder them for as long as we would like. We're going to have to make a decision very quickly. And I think, and you noticed in this case, you had to make a decision very quickly. And then you had to sit back and realize what were the grounds that you were making the decision on. So I'm going to be very interested in reading them. Remember, there is no right or wrong answer. But what I'm going to be considering quite clearly is the depth of judgment and reasoning and what you can tell me about that judgment and reasoning and how you applied it, and the clarity with which you express your opinions as to what you would have done in that case. So that's how we handled that. So I think it was a little interesting that maybe we didn't do a purely business case. Where I am with the material, I think I've caught up on the discussion board. I still have to finish doing your Walmart cases. Believe me, I will get those done as rapidly as I can. We've been working a lot on getting national accreditation for the business school, which has taken a lot of time. And frankly, I just want to be honest with you, it's put me a little bit behind in my grading. I apologize, but I hopefully will be caught up in the next day or two and be back on track with the midterms. The discussion board has been going really well. And I'd like to explain to people also there, you'll notice I really don't participate a lot, if at all, during the week. And with the way it's been going in this class, it's for two reasons. Number one, if it's going as well as it seems to with you folks, where the participation's been really good, there's no need for me to jump in, particularly if the discussion is staying on track. So that's why I sit back and let it go. I also did that for a very different reason, and but it's something my experience has taught me. And that is in a course like this that is opinion-based. I've found that it's very, very beneficial sometimes for the instructor to stay out of it if you can, because what has happened in the past is if I voice my opinion, people start agreeing with me, and that's not necessarily a good thing. I'm not always right. I'm more interested in what you think, how you think, and why you think what you think. And that's why I let it go, so that we can work together but still not have the influence of some so-called expert, which I really don't claim to be. This is a course in decision making, this is a course in thinking, this is a course in critical thinking, and I'm here to allow you to have a chance to be successful in developing and using those skills, and that's what I'm trying to do. So this week we're going to be moving ahead and working on a very, very interesting and sometimes controversial area. And that's when we look at the internal stakeholder approaches, and issues like CEO pay are going to come up, making some ethical decisions, values, leadership, whole bunches of things. And I'm going to make that the subject of a separate talk. Because it's something I do have some strong opinions about, and I'd like to make sure that at least I get those out in front of everybody. So again, thank you very much for your attention, for the effort, the great work everybody's put in. Keep it up. I hope it's been interesting so far. I can promise you, if nothing else, it's going to get just as interesting, if not more so, over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Thanks very much. Okay, good night.